If you haven't watched any of the Kendrick Brothers movies, they are great storytellers. I love what they do, and they've led me closer to have a better relationship with Jesus. And some of their movies, if you haven't seen them, War Room, Fireproof, Courageous, a classic, Facing Giants, just so inspirational, motivational, but definitely telling God's story. And I love what they do, and I got a crazy, ridiculous story too, definitely a God story. I was told I wasn't funny, and there's nothing, you can't learn how to be funny. And I was a quiet, shy kid growing up, total introvert. And I remember being at the dinner table with my cousins and brother who were very funny. And I stood up and threw out a punchline, and I hushed my whole family. I slid back in my seat and I said, I will never ever try to be funny again. And I said, that's it, I'm done. And so I love business. I went on to business school. I started a business, and about a year and a half later, I had to sell my business at a loss, and I was devastated. One of my buddies gave me a motivational tape of a man named Brian Tracy, and he asked the question, he said, what would you dare to dream if you knew you wouldn't fail? And I thought, I wouldn't fail? I'd be a comedian. How cool would that be? Well, all of a sudden, the little doubting voice on my shoulder said, but you're not funny. But that wasn't the question. So I decided I couldn't live with the regret of wondering what if. So I told myself, I'm just going to try it once, just once. And I asked the comedian for advice. He said, go get this book. I'm like, book? He said, go to open mic nights and watch other people starting out. That made sense. So I got the book, I saw other people, and when they went up for their first time, they were horrible. I thought I could do that. It inspired me. And so April 26, 1992, took the stage for the first time. It was horrible.
Did anybody ever notice that every other small town in New England takes one little small historical fact and makes it the greatest event in the world? Sorry for my voice, like fluctuating a little bit. But a lot of towns are like this.
Fast forward to 2001, I found myself on a stage in front of 2,000 people. And remember, people can learn a lot of things, but I was told over and over again, funny is not something you can learn. But I ended up that day becoming the world champion of public speaking with a very funny speech. A speech now that's been heard around the world. I've got to tell my story around the world, and I feel compelled, and I was praying, and I decided that I needed to tell the story in a format, a movie. So I got the script, took me 9 years, 17 revisions, and if you know, or if you are one of the Kendrick brothers, I'd love you to tell my story. Call me.